Hi, everybody. Welcome to Just the Two of Us. My name is Colleen, and I guess you figured it out. We're making potato salad, but I'm making it from everything from the homestead, or as much as I can. I can't make my own olive oil or salt and pepper, but other than that, everything is from the homestead. So these are the Chieftain red potatoes that we grew. These are the eggs from our chickens, that the eggs are going into the potato salad. I always know there's a glare, so I feel bad for you guys, but I can't see without my glasses. So the eggs are going to go into the potato salad, but I also made homemade mayo from the eggs. And this is what I meant by the oil, because I need oil to make the mayonnaise. And this to me is the closest to Hellman's I've ever found. I don't like Miracle Whip or whatever. I like a mayonnaise, and I love Hellman's, and this to me is even better. So that was made, and I finally, there's not many, my second crop down of my celery, I finally got a few good stalks. So the self-blanching ones are really blanching, but I think they'll be fine. And I got a couple of the cutting celery. So I've washed them. I left a few tops on. I don't think I'll use them though. And that's it. I make a very simple potato salad. I don't do anything fancy. I'm taking off some of the peels. If they come off easy, I'm taking them off. If they're not, I'm leaving them on. They're very, very thin skins. So it's just a personal preference, but if they're coming off easy, I'm taking them off, and if not, they can stay on. So when I boiled my potatoes, I put everything in the fridge after to cool, so nothing is hot. I did that all this morning. I did the eggs in the Instapot because they're fresh eggs, and you all know what it's like when you have to peel fresh eggs. If you just boil them, it's a nightmare. Even though most of them are going to get mashed up in the potato salad, you lose half of the egg white, I find, on the shell. So I did that, and then I'm going to slice some to put on the top just to make it look pretty. And I boiled the potatoes, and then I put them in the fridge because it's always better, I find, to work with potatoes that are cold for potato salad. So that's pretty much it. I made the mayo and then I refrigerated that. And that's all. I don't put anything fancy in. Mine's very, very basic. And I love to make it. I like potato salad too, but it is Frank's #1 all-time favorite food. And I'm going to be making a pretty big bowl of it. And you're thinking, if it's just the two of you, why are you making so much? Well, he'll eat it all, not in one sitting, but he'll eat it all over the next few days. He loves it that much. It's one of the very first things he ever told me about himself was that he loved potato salad, and he never met a potato he didn't like. So I'm happy to make it for him, and I like it too. And to know that most of it, like I said, except for the oil and salt and pepper, knowing most of it came from us growing it, I still get a rush from that. I find it so rewarding to know that we grew this. I often will find recipes just to see, like to challenge myself, how much of a meal we can make just by like the food that we grow or preserve. So I don't do anything fancy here either. I'm not going to make you watch me peel all the potatoes. I'll kind of jump ahead every little step. I just cut them up in small cubes. I don't make them any specific size. I guess it's a bit smaller than bite size. Like, I don't know, tiny little cubes, I guess. They're more than fork tender, but they're not like mushy. You can see how, it's not like falling apart in my hand. So I will get on going through all of the potatoes. And I don't put onion in. We used to. He used to love it when I put onion in, which I can put in from our garden too. But over the years, he prefers it now without. I'll go ask him. Maybe he wants a bit of like a bunching onion in, but I'm pretty sure he's going to say no. And if I want to enjoy it as well, I prefer not to have it with onion, especially when onion is raw. It doesn't really agree with me, so we'll probably opt out of the onion, but there'll be lots of flavor otherwise. And he likes it very, very eggy. I'm going to be putting in quite a few eggs, but that's the way he likes it, and we both like it like that. I just don't do it for him. We both like it. We've just kind of both fallen into a way of how we both like it, but he's going to eat the majority of it. So I'll get finished peeling all these and cutting them up, and then we'll move on to the next step. Just realized you guys couldn't see the cutting board very well. I'm sorry about that. I'm not thinking with a clear head today. I was feeling so good the past few weeks, better than I have in months and months, like really good. I'm always in pain, but I was feeling really, really good. So last night I went to bed, I'm thinking, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do the potato salad. I had started in the roaster another batch of ketchup, and I wanted to do this marinara sauce. And because I was feeling so good, I was inspired, excited. I woke up today and I feel like crap. Sorry. And I was like, gosh, maybe because I've been busier than usual, it's caught up with me. But I was so disappointed. Like, I've been feeling so good and I've been getting things done, and it made me feel like I was almost like a normal person again. Anyway, so that's the potatoes. And I thought there'd be more, but by the time I add everything else, it'll be fine. So now I'm just going to cut the celery. I don't know why I grew self-blanching, because look how much lighter it is than regular celery. But now I like my potato salad with lots of celery. So I like the crunch it gives it. I'll start with 3 and see how it looks. I make the potato salad the same every time, and yet it's different because I never measure. I just kind of eyeball it. I was even going to do make the 2 videos in one day. That's how excited I was and feeling good. I thought, oh, piece of cake. I can have while the potatoes are boiling, I could start something else. And well, that didn't work out because in between doing the potatoes boiling and the eggs and that, I had to go rest for a bit. But tomorrow's another day. Thing is, I have so much to do. Like, it's not always because I want to. Like, I have so much to do, and I love every second of it. It's not a complaint. It's just that the garden, I figured this would happen once the tomatoes did start coming in. Like, they're just every day. And the peppers, and I can't afford not to do something on a day. I might go get one more without having to go back out to the garden. That's all I got, a little guy and him. So if I feel I need more, I'll go back out after and mix it in. Should be enough. And I've been so busy that my poor apron, I made this apron and I absolutely love it. And I love it because it gives me full coverage everywhere because I can get very messy. And I want to make myself another one, but I just don't have the time. I usually do these type of things in the winter when I'm not as busy, and it gives me what to do then. But I just have to keep washing it, wearing it, washing it, wearing it, and it's reversible. So when I get this side dirty, I switch it. And I have others, but they're more like the bib style, and they only go like that. And I get dirty everywhere, so I have to find time to make myself another apron on top of it. Oh, the worries I have. Okay, so now I'm going to mash my eggs. I'm not going to put all of these. I save a few for the top, but he likes it very eggy. And I don't know, I'll start off with a whole bunch. Do you guys do your eggs in the Instapot? When we first started having chickens and we wanted like hard-boiled eggs, I couldn't get over how difficult it was. And I know you can leave them in your fridge for, like a week or so to like make them older eggs, but oh my gosh. And I only got the Instapot maybe almost 2 years ago. So up until then, I never offered to make egg anything to bring to company or whatever because it just looks so horrible. All right, you guys don't need to see me beat up this bunch of eggs when it's all mashed up. I'll bring you back and then we can assemble it all. There, I brought you in a little closer now so you can see the consistency and stuff of what I'm doing. So there's the potatoes. Like I said, just small little cubes. They're not all perfect. I don't know, I probably put in a good 10, 12 eggs. I don't need this anymore. Oh, I'm just going to dump that right in. I always get a bigger bowl because I know when I mix it, it's going to flow over the sides. So just some salt. Some pepper. And then I start with the mayo. I go a little heavy with it at first because I know as it sits in the fridge, it's going to soak it all up too. At first I thought, oh, that's not a lot of potatoes, but look how much potato salad that is. And I don't put onion powder or garlic powder. I don't do any of that. And like I said, it's just a very basic recipe, but that's how we like it. You truly just get the taste of the potato and egg. But I am going to do something different. I'm going to separate it though, just in case we don't like it or not as fond of it. This was from last summer, I made some sweet pickle relish. And I see a lot of people adding like a tablespoon or whatever to their potato salad. So, oh my gosh, see what I mean about making a mess? So I figured I'd put a little bit in a separate bowl and add a touch, and we can try it like that. And if we like it, I can add it in the future, but I don't want to put it on this whole big thing. And if we don't like it, then Frank would still eat it, but I don't want to ruin this whole thing. All right, maybe just a touch more. I like it creamy. And I know as it sits in the fridge for a bit, it's going to soak up the mayo. Oh my God, this is heavy. There. Just going to taste it for salt and pepper. Perfect. Probably use a bit more salt. Could use a bit more salt, but I'd rather just salt it on my plate. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit in this bowl. Just like that. Open him up. I don't have one of those fancy openers. That's just how we do it. I'll add what, I don't know, I guess about that much. Not too much. We'll see if we like it. I know it adds like a sweetness. I won't even tell them what I put in this one. I'll just tell him to taste it and say I did something different and see if he likes it or not. All right. Now I'll pour this one in here. If I was making this, I'm going to back you up now so you can see. Sorry. I have allergies. I'm very always clearing my throat. If I was making this to bring somewhere, I would put it in a nice pretty dish, but since it's just the two of us, this bowl works just fine. So I'm sure everybody has their favorite potato salad recipe, and they do things much different than I do and put an array of delicious ingredients in, but we just like it plain and simple. It's almost a cross between an egg salad and a potato salad because I put so much egg in it, but that's the way we like it. And everything is from the Homestead except for the salt and pepper and the oil in the mayo, and I had to put a touch of vinegar and lemon juice in that as well, like a teaspoon of each, I think. So I would say this is 99% homegrown. Okay. And now, oh, where'd I put my slicer? This is my favorite part. I love these little egg slicer things. And even if it's just the two of us, I always make it pretty on the top. And Frank likes eating the hard-boiled eggs on the top as well. I can give you an update as to how many days it takes him to eat it. Well, we both will be. We're going to have some tonight for supper. We're going to have some chicken wings and corn on the cob and this. But then he'll eat it over the next few days with whatever he has for lunch. And I'll try and make a couple of suppers where this is like kind of goes with it. Oops, he lost his inside. All right, that's all I'm going to put. I have some extra eggs here that we can eat or the chickens will get. There. And one last thing is a bit of smoked paprika on top. I'm always afraid this is going to come pouring out. And that's my potato salad. So just let me clean up and I'll be right back. So I didn't reinvent the wheel. It's just a potato salad, but it's my potato salad from everything we grew or raised here on the homestead. And that still gives me a thrill after all this time. It's very plain and simple. I know everybody does it their own way, but that's the way we like it. And this one here, I can't even call him to come and taste it. He's way off somewhere cutting grass. He can't even hear me if I call his name. So I'm going to get him to taste that, and I'll let you guys know if he liked it or not, or if he can even determine what I put in there. So we got part of supper made, and the rest is a piece of cake, and it's just a potato salad, but the point was to show how everything was made or from the homestead, and I love that every single time. So thank you so much for spending time with me. And until we're together again, take care.